Hello, everybody.
Hello, welcome back. My name is
My
Hope,
name is Julie. Oof, fuck. My name is Julie.
and this is Bucky Booze.
See, it's because we hadn't previously discussed who was going to be going first. Usually we discuss it, but we didn't, and that's okay. Hi, everyone. It's good to talk to you.
Yep, good to be back.
Again, it feels like a long time, but it's not. It's like totally regular. I think it wasn't even an entire week.
Yeah, this time was like way shorter, but a lot has happened.
A lot has happened. It's like 3 years of my life have passed, and like it's like a reunion episode is kind of what it feels like, a season finale reunion. Well, anyways,
Yes,
hey guys. Do
big
you want to do
news.
what are you into, or do you want to do drink or what?
I don't think it matters.
Okay, you can pick though.
Let's do what are you into real quick, and then we'll do booze or lose. We'll
Okay, go
switch
ahead.
it up because we've been drinking a lot first.
Okay.
Um,
Trying to like think of
I
everything
can't think
that's
of anything that
happened.
I'm into. A lot of stuff has happened this weekend. Like I said last week, Hunter and I were vending. We were selling a lot of shirts and stuff, and that is actually that's big news for me. Is I'm actually quitting my job and going to work back at Starbucks again. So if anybody knows my new employer, do not send them this podcast.
Please, for the love of
uh
God.
I don't care how much you hate me, just don't do that because I'm going to be working there part-time and I'm going to be working for myself the other part, selling shirts and printing and stuff. So it's really an exciting time in my life and I'm very happy. Also, I can officially announce that I'm going to be an aunt cuz my brother and sister-in-law announced their pregnancy today. So that's super
Yay.
exciting.
Yay. I know I saw that and I was like, girl.
Well, one bone I do have to pick is that
Mhm.
she said, shout out to the grandparents who kept it quiet for so long. You can finally tell people. And I would just like to say I was the first person that they told, the very first person. And it's
Mhm.
actually more impressive that I kept quiet for so long
It is.
because I was not even trusted with the proposal. I wasn't told that Britt was proposing to Christian until the day before because no one trusted me to keep it a secret. So I need like candy, $20. I'll take either. I just need a little
20
recognition
bucks.
over
Just a
here.
little something.
Yeah, just a
You
little
deserve
treat.
it. You deserve it. You really do.
I do.
Congratulations
Thanks.
on everything. On being an aunt though, first and foremost.
Yes.
Um, a lot's been going on with me, guys. So recently I decided that I needed to go on a hiatus. So I deleted my stuff. I felt like Hope for a while.
What'd
Like
you delete?
I haven't been on Instagram or Twitter in like forever. I completely deleted it. Not all the way, but off
But you
my
just like deleted it from your phone.
yeah. So
Oh,
it's
okay.
like I'll still get like this person sent you a DM. Like I got a notification that you sent me a DM on Instagram today, and I was like
Yeah, I
so
sent you a
tempted,
post.
but no,
It
I
was an
haven't.
Orville Peck thing.
And guys, like even Twitter, I've always like left Twitter alone, but I just really decided I needed this creative break. Okay, so I did that. I am hopefully getting this awesome job in like my desired field of work, like literally what I've said I wanted to do for like the last 3 years. So it's pretty important to me. I hope I get it. It would be awesome to be able to do what I want to do and do it from home and not have to deal with people anymore. So
Yep.
that's hopefully what hopefully will happen. Don't know yet. Also, this is probably the most exciting news in a really long time. I know I talk about it a lot on the podcast about my laptop kind of being really against me and just being the worst thing ever. So I got a new laptop, guys, and it feels so nice to be able to Google things or send an email in 5 minutes. I mean, not 5 minutes, like 5 seconds. Whereas before it would take maybe 35 minutes. So I'm excited to be able to, I don't know, accessibility to
Yeah.
technology. It's really cool. It's like I just like came from the caves or something.
Mhm.
So it's really fun. And yeah, I guess I've just been soul searching. Oh, and also, um, I'm doing a pescatarian diet,
Oh
which
yeah, that's
has
exciting.
been really easy and good and fun. And I feel good. So it's really nice. It's nice doing new cool things. And I think that's all. But it's
Are you
a
gonna
lot
try
of good
more
stuff.
like veggie stuff?
Yeah, I think
Like eating more like chickpeas and
yeah.
beans and stuff?
Because remember when I used the chickpeas not too long ago to like replace my beef? I was like, bro, this shit's so fucking
Chickpeas are
good.
so good.
Yeah, it's like it can taste like anything, and then I didn't feel like shit afterwards. And so like it was actually super easy. I thought it was gonna be like really hard to cut it out, but it was super easy. And so we'll just see how it goes. But yeah, hopefully leaning towards the veggie side, I think it would be good for me.
Yeah.
If we could just take a second.
Let's do booze or lose. I have another one from Lucky. He left me with two, so I saved this one. This is Mobcraft beer again, and this is the Brett Laison Laison
Liaison.
Laison. It is 5.2%, so it's half of the percentage that last week's was. Um, I don't know what it says. It just says
Reading's hard.
invest in Mobcraft.
Oh, okay.
Belgian style farmhouse ale fermented with the wild yeast Brettanomyces, creating dry and funky characteristics.
Dry and funky.
So this is supposed to be
That's our
dry and
humor.
funky.
So this one's kind of exciting. I was gonna do one that Lucky left us because I have two left over, but I saw this and I think you would be interested in it. Okay, so it's a Voodoo Ranger. It's called Juice Force IPA. It's a hazy
I
imperial
see
IPA.
9% already.
I know, girl, but it's a juicy. It's some variation.
It's a juicy.
There's no words on it. It's just
Okay.
it is, however, 9.5%, and it's ginormous. So we'll take it easy on it, but here we go.
I wonder if it's going to be as harsh as the regular Imperial IPA because that
I hope not.
burns.
Hey, do
It
you like
burns.
kombucha?
No, I tried to get into it. Like I drank it for a little bit in high school because it was like really popular back then. And I tried to get into it because healthy, whatever. I never could.
Doesn't
I don't
even
like it.
matter.
It
See,
tastes like
because
foot.
there's like a kombucha tap room in my town, and I was like, whoa, I bet that would be cool. But I'm very picky about the kombucha. You know,
Mhm.
it
I
can't
mean, I'm
be
sure.
tasting like foot. It has to taste
Yeah.
fruity. I like berry flavors,
Yeah.
but
I
then you gotta be
tried the
careful.
berry. You know that one? It's like Synergy or something. I can't remember. It comes in a
Yeah.
glass bottle and it has like a burst logo kind of. I tried like a strawberry one of that one. Didn't like it. Tried a couple other ones and I was just like, you know what? This is not for me.
And it's like you
I'll
could
stick
get
to
all the
water.
benefits with kimchi, like the gut benefit,
I
and it's
love
amazing.
kimchi.
See,
Yeah, kimchi's delicious.
it's so good. I've been eating it with every meal, and I just am I on top? Am I better than everyone? Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay. I smell this and it smells just like fresh squeezed oranges. Cheers.
Cheers. This just smells like regular beer. Ooh, that is dry.
Aw. Why is it? I have chills.
It is dry and funky. The other day, Hunter had a can open. It was a canned coffee that we got from the Asia market.
Uh-huh.
And you know how there's like sometimes liquid in this little lip here? I
Yeah.
was like, and sucked it out, and he was like, "You're just drinking my spit." And I never thought about that until I did that right then. And I was like, ew, I guess I did just drink your spit. But then I was like, you know what? You're my husband. It's fine. I'm allowed to
Yeah.
drink your spit. But now every time I see any liquid in there, I'm just kind of like, ew. Okay.
This is super good.
Mine is good. Mine is good. It is kind of tart, not really completely tart, but like it's dry, exactly how it describes itself. It's dry and kind of like got a really strong forthcoming flavor. Um but it's good. It's not like too much. It doesn't burn going down and it's not like super super bitter. I think it's a good beer. I personally would not buy it again just because I don't like the super dry taste, but
Hmm.
it is good, and I'm gonna say it's a booze.
Oh, good. Mine's a booze too. It just doesn't like it tastes to me, which is hard to believe, just like a little like less harsh even than like just a juicy haze.
It tastes less harsh than a juicy
Like
haze.
less strong and less bitter. It tastes like a lot juicier in my opinion, a lot fruitier. So
Really?
it's like easier to drink. It's very good. I just get a lot of orange vibes from it, and it might be the can like just making me think that, but it's very good. It's a booze.
I like
Yeah.
that. I was just talking to my coworkers the other day about how like there's one beer. What is that one beer that's like kind of orange flavored?
Are you talking about Shock Top?
Yeah, Shock Top, and then Blue Moon, which is served with the oranges. I love a Blue Moon. A Blue Moon with a squeeze of orange is so good, so delicious,
I
and so simple.
I don't think I've ever had a Shock Top unless we've tried it on this show, which I don't think we have. And
Mm-mm.
I
We
haven't
should
had
do
a Blue
that.
Moon in a long time, but we should go back to the classics. Go back to the
We
basics.
Yeah, we should try Shock Top because I've never had Shock Top either because someone was saying that that's usually served with an orange. And I was like, no, that's Blue Moon. And someone was like, oh, no, Shock Top is just orange flavored. And I was like, what?
And I
Because,
like the name.
yeah, so that's what we'll try next week, Shock Top.
Okay. Yeah, Shock Top. Shock Top.
Okay,
Shock
so
Top.
two boozes. What a good way to start out the episode.
This is so good. This is so like, good. Okay. So I know you have that post that you really want to read that you sent me. And then did you see my snap about the icks? Or
Yeah,
was it tech? I got a lot of icks from a lot of people, including myself, that I think we could just talk about together as one.
yes. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to
Okay.
find let me go through my screenshots album because I can't find the thing real quick.
Okay. I'm going to open these really fast.
Okay.
Okay. It's not the first I've heard about being catfished. But being. That's not what I meant. But.
I have another post that I tweeted about earlier. I guess I don't have the screenshot anymore of what I sent you.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
about the
I just
asshole?
texted it to you. I don't
Yeah,
have a
yeah.
screenshot of it. But okay. So I guess let's introduce it because I don't remember what we were talking about and we're gonna have to like edit everything.
Okay. Do you want me to intro?
Whatever.
Okay. So we're gonna read this awful post that Hope found out in the wild about like just like an asshole boyfriend, and it is very assholey. And so that was the vibe we were gonna go on. But then I started thinking about icks because I see so many TikTok about icks. So then we're gonna read some from friends from the internet and then some of my own, and we're
But
gonna
we're also
discuss.
doing like shitty boyfriend stuff because we did all the research for that
I did.
before the ick thing. So we're gonna
Okay.
go back and forth.
Okay.
Um, so the first thing that I had was I don't have the actual post, but I can paraphrase. It's basically this girl's husband came home with a milkshake and she was having a bad day and he knew it or something and she was like, "Oh, is that for me?" And he was like, "No, this is for me," and just drank it without like giving her any. And she was
And
like,
like not even
"Am I?"
feeling bad.
Yeah, and she was like, "Am I the asshole for being upset about this?" It was one of those posts.
Hmm.
And I was just like blown away at how shitty of a fucking husband you could be because, like, first of all, if Hunter ever comes home with anything, first of all, he would have thought about me. He
You'd
would have,
bring
like,
two.
yeah, he would have bought me a milkshake. And if he didn't buy me a milkshake, he would pour half of it out and give it to me. Or he would at least let me have sips of it and be like, "Oh, no, I'm sorry. Here, you can, like, have this."
I wouldn't be able to stand in the
Never.
same room, in the same house. I'd be like, how fucking dare you walk into this house without something for me?
And you know that I'm having a bad day and you come home with a treat and you don't even, or I'm
Like,
like, "Oh, is
even
that for," you don't even like entertain the idea of sharing with me and I wasn't even a thought while you were buying it. Like that would hurt my damn feelings. I would be
Yeah.
so sad.
I'd be like, you never think about me. Like not even when you're getting a milkshake. That reminds me because I saw this post a couple days ago, and this guy, it was like an am I the asshole kind of post too.
I love
I
those.
love those. But basically he was saying that he went to go buy himself like a slice of cake, like a single serve slice of cake, and ate it in his car in the driveway before going inside because he's like, he's feeling defeated because he's like a new dad and like he has a wife. He's like, nothing is mine anymore. So I went to go buy myself a single slice of cake because if I put it inside, they would have eaten it all and blah, blah, blah. And then the wife goes out there and she's like, you're just eating a piece of cake all by yourself and you're not sharing any cake with me. So it was like a whole big thing. And he was like, am I the asshole? It's like, no, I don't think you're the
I
asshole.
don't think
Because
it's that
if you brought it in the
situation because
house,
he purposely was
single
trying to
serve.
avoid. He was
Yeah,
purposely trying to avoid her so that she wouldn't like get her feelings hurt.
that's what he said.
Also,
Yeah.
this is just another thing that reinforces like me not having children is how like miserable all parents describe their lives. I have not heard a single parent say like the only good thing they're like, "Oh, but it's so worth it." I'm like, "What is worth it? You're literally complaining constantly about your children." Like you can't have a moment of silence. You have to share everything. Today, my coworker, his wife has COVID, so they're all having to like quarantine at home. Him, his wife, and 3 kids. And he was like, you know what? Like, we both feel fine. And we were saying that it would actually be a pretty good week if the kids were still at school.
You
I'm
hate
like,
your
so you
children.
would enjoy your week more if you weren't around your children? Like, that's fucking
If you
depressing.
weren't a parent,
That's so depressing. Anyway,
that
that's a
is
different
depressing.
subject completely, but
Let me read you an ick, okay, that I have.
okay. Oh, I have one too. I thought of
Okay.
one ick because there wasn't much time for me to do it.
There's so many icks. I think I'm gonna go with this one. Um, and we've kind of like touched on things that kind of are around the subject, but I get an ick when like people just do random like impressions or like random accents, like British accents or like something like that. I just think it's very annoying and it's gross and it's cringy and it makes me embarrassed. Like if we're just out and you say something in like a weird accent to be cute or funny or quirky, I hate it.
Mhm.
I just think like how are you doing this and like you're conscious, like you're thinking about it, you're an adult and like that's how you wanted to process and put this sentence out there. I hate that. Ew, I could never look past that.
My ick is butt cracks. If I see
Yeah.
someone's butt crack, if they're like bending over or doing something, I see your butt crack, like that just grosses me out. It doesn't gross me out because like butt cracks aren't gross, but it just ugh, like get better pants, wear a belt, do something. Just like why is your butt crack hanging out? We're not plumbers.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's like the one ick I thought of.
Okay, that's a good ick.
Um, oh, I also had another post of a shitty boyfriend, but this girl said, looking for legitimate feedback here. What would you do if your significant other was watching porn at work? Is this normal? Has anybody else dealt with something similar?
Oh my
Porn at
god.
work? Porn at work. What the fuck?
That's so inappropriate. That is
That's
so
so
goddamn,
disgusting.
it's inappropriate. Like there's so many issues with that. Like at work. Like
At work.
seriously, bro? Yeah, I don't know. I don't think they'd be my significant other any longer. That's just so
Hell no.
disgusting. Make people uncomfortable if anyone were to see that because you couldn't keep it in your pants for a fucking second, bro.
Oh
Like
my,
on
it's
your
like, why
work
are you being
day
horny at
at
work? It's
work.
disgusting. You know how disgusting that like
I
ew.
could,
Yeah.
how could you feel horniness when you're on the clock? Like,
Yeah,
how do you
unless
have
your job
any
is
sense of pleasure?
literally to have sex with people.
Right.
Like, unless
Ugh.
your job is inherently sexual, there should be no horniness at work.
I want to read this ick that one of my friends sent in.
Okay.
Um, so he said, so I asked about Icks, whatever, and he was like, he went on a date with someone and she asked if you had to be a green vegetable forever, what would you be? He said, I left like 10 minutes later and I never went on a date with a Starbucks partner again. I just think that's fucking hilarious. And that really like embodies the Starbucks partner as a whole, like as a person. So I really laughed at that.
Yeah, that one was so Also, like, can you not think of anything better to say? Like, you're
Do
on a
you
date
not
and you're
have
like, what vegetable would you be? Like, what kind of
green
fucking question is
vegetable?
that?
First of all,
What a
why so
green
specific? And like,
Yeah, you fucking dork. Like,
there's nothing else that you might want to get to know at first impression. You have no concerns about who you're sitting across except for what green vegetable they would want to be.
yeah, it's so embarrassing.
It's like maybe it's like instead of like astrology people, there's like vegetable people. It's like if they choose this, we're not
It
compatible.
means that. Well, I saw something going around on TikTok where you're supposed to like ask your significant other, be like, if you're starving and you come across like a pie or whatever, I can't remember what it was. It's like if you're starving and you come across some food, would you, or no, you come across a field of strawberries, would
Mm-hmm.
you like, what would you do? And the, like, you're supposed to say, like, if you just keep going because they're not your strawberries. They have self control. If you eat all of them, you have no self control and you're a
I
cheater.
saw that.
And blah blah blah. And this one girl's boyfriend was like, "I'd eat till I'm full and then take some extra for home." And
I
she was
okay.
like, "You
See,
might as well just tell me you're cheating now." And that's just so stupid to me.
I saw that post, but I didn't like. I got intrigued with the strawberry thing, and I was like starting it, and then I was like, I just got further, and I was like, I'm not gonna read this whole thing. It doesn't matter. And like somehow I knew that it didn't matter. Like she read too deep into it. I read too little into it. Oh, so another thing, guys, this is weird, but whenever I was, don't think I'm crazy or anything, but whenever I was looking at Icks today and texting my friends, I was trying to read this word, and I thought I think it was like sound or something. And I was like, I know what that word is. But my brain was like, no, that's a B. I was like, no, the D's go that way. So I had a really weird dyslexic moment. I do not have dyslexia, or so I thought. But it was just like that 30, like that 30 seconds where I just didn't know anything that ever happened in the world. And I had to convince myself and look at examples.
That is weird. That's an
Isn't
ick for
it
me.
weird?
Fucking idiots.
It's so weird, dude. And like, I was working on my resume last night, and something about the way I type is so fucked up, and I can't explain it. I know how to spell. I'm good at it. I know words, but I just like every word I have to put in a like a symbol or a number, and then I have to like I sent it to my boss, just a picture of it, and she's like, "You better take that out." She's like, "You didn't spell that right," and I was like, "No, I know. Like I know how to spell it. I just can't type." So that's what I'm going through.
All right. Is it my turn again?
Yeah.
This one is about a toxic ex, which I just thought was really funny. This girl said that her ex stole liquid soap from her house.
I feel like why?
I
I
don't
feel
know.
like
It's
he
just like a
didn't.
little mildly inconvenient thing. She said, if you think your ex is toxic and lame, think again. And that is just like really lame, just stealing the liquid soap.
Yeah, I guess because now you
And then
gotta go to the store again.
someone else said that their ex-husband took the squatty potty in the divorce.
And oof. I saw a bunch of things because I was watching this video of like petty couples and fights, and it's like unscrewing like door hinges or like taking just like little things out like that. That's like mildly inconvenient. That's very funny.
I've never been in a fight like that. Like, I've never been in a fight with Hunter where, first of all, I have like enough time to think about annoying things to do to him. But like, second, to where I've thought to do annoying things. Like, we've always come to a resolution fairly quickly.
Do you want to know what a personal ick of mine is?
Hmm.
And this one seems weird, but aside from sneezing, but like I hate when like somebody gets hurt, like specifically someone that like I'm seeing romantically and they're dramatic
Okay.
about it. Like if they like trip or like scrape their finger or like scrape their knee and they're like, ow, I'm like, ugh.
Like, if they make
Like,
a big deal over a little
yeah.
thing.
Like if they make
Hmm.
a big deal about like something small or like hitting their
Yeah.
head or something, it's just like, that's so
Yeah.
embarrassing. Like just move on. It makes me think like that I'm gonna have to go the rest of my life having to bear with
Like,
these.
baby them and
Yes,
stuff.
and it's just
Yeah.
like if I got hurt, like if I like something like if I got hurt, okay, and it was like it hurt, I wouldn't be like, ow. Like I would feel so gross if I said that.
If you just said ow,
Like dramatically, yeah. I'd
if
just
you were
be like,
making a big deal, saying ow is not making a big deal of it. But like if you made a big deal out of it,
or
is
like
what you're
if they
trying to
like
say.
hold where they got hurt.
Like,
Oh God.
oh, like
Yes, it
that.
just, oh my God.
Yeah, that is like,
It's so bad.
unless it's like a serious injury, but like if you like ran into the door or something, like I have bruises all over my body because I have no spatial awareness. I just like walk
Yeah.
into shit. I don't say anything. I'm just like, ow, and I move on. Like
Yeah. Don't like,
sometimes I say ow
oof.
when things don't hurt, when
Yeah,
things
me
like
too.
startle me.
When they
I'm
should
like,
hurt or you
ow.
think they would. Yeah, I
Yeah.
do that too.
But that's different from like,
It makes my heart empty.
ow.
Stop doing it. I can't look at you.
Let's see. Oh, this one says that this guy's ex-wife or ex-girlfriend maybe got married and had a son with her new husband, and a friend of his showed a picture of her holding her son and stuff, but she was wearing a shirt that she stole from him back in 2017. And he was like, it's really fucking weird that we haven't been together for this long and she's wearing one of my shirts that she stole, and also it was one of my favorite shirts.
That's so stupid
What do you mean?
that somebody's upset about the shirt thing.
I don't think he was actually upset about it. I just think he thinks that was fucking weird. Because why would you still be wearing a shirt that you got from your ex when you broke up like 5 years ago?
Well, like if I inherit shirts and I like them, I'll still wear them whenever I want.
Okay.
Because they
So
were,
you think that's stupid because you do it.
yeah, because I don't put any thought into it when I'm putting it on. I'm not like, I'm
This used
wearing
to
it for
be so and
sentimental
so
value.
shirt.
Yeah, it's just like, this is one of my shirts now. You
I
know
would
what I
feel
mean?
weird. I wouldn't like if I broke up, if me and hopefully Hunter and I will never divorce, but if like we broke up, I wouldn't be able to wear anything that used to be his because I'd just be like, ow, that hurts.
Well, you've been with people with him for 8 years, and I've never been in a relationship longer than 3 years. So that sentimental
Yeah.
value probably isn't like that. And I mean,
I still think that's weird though. I wouldn't like wear something of my ex's that I stole. Especially
well,
after I'm like married and have a kid. I'm like, why would I still even have that shirt?
maybe if you're married and have a kid, I can see it. Like, there's a lot of time that passes, and also you had to get pregnant. So your body changed, and then like your body probably doesn't look the same now. So what's the point of
And
you wearing that
you're
shirt? It
getting
might
rid
not
of
even fit.
clothes. Like you're getting rid of
Yeah.
clothes and
When you
emptying
got
out your
maternity
closet after all these
clothes.
years, and you
Yeah.
decide to keep that. Like, I don't know,
See,
that's weird.
I can think about it like that. I could totally see where you're coming from. But then I think like one of my favorite shirts is a shirt that I got from somebody else. And I just like it because it matches with so much stuff. I'm like, oh, I love this shirt. It's so cool. And
What shirt?
there's shirts that I've lost in breakups that I wish I wouldn't have lost. And like there's this one shirt that I always thought I lost in a breakup. Okay. I don't even like this team. It's a Red Sox shirt. I don't give a fuck about the Red Sox, but it was a really dope shirt. And I thought for the longest that I had lost it. I thought that I accidentally gave it back. And so when I found it, which was just a few months ago, I was like, oh my God, this is awesome. I've been wanting this shirt. So
Okay.
I guess it just depends though too, like the level of the relationship and the seriousness and the
Yeah.
weird. Like there's so many factors
Yeah.
to it. But I
Yeah,
see,
that's
I get
true.
it. This one, I feel like I might get dragged for this, and I don't mean it that way. So like personally, and this kind of applies to like multiple different jobs, but like when I go out to eat, I'm like super respectful and chill, like of the
Yeah.
server, like people working, whatever, because like I'm not an asshole. But I really genuinely, and I think everybody should be that way, but I really don't like when I'm like eating with somebody that used to be a server and like that's all you hear about the entire time that like you're at the restaurant. It's like, oh, put this like this and put this right here. And like, no, it's okay. Like I used to be a server. I get what they're going through. Like, then like making me put my plate a weird way after I finished eating or like you finished eating. Like I get
Yeah.
it. I totally get it, but like stop.
Yeah.
Like
No, I
that's
agree.
just so over the top. I
I
get it.
agree.
You used to be a server. You want to tell me, cool. Will you tell me every time we have lunch together? So we don't have lunch together anymore. But like, here we
Yeah.
are. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't
that's
like that
icky.
either. That's just annoying.
It
And also, like, I
is.
don't like when people try to tell me what to do. Like, I don't fucking care if you used to be a server. Don't
Good for
tell me what to
you.
do. I mean, I'm a pretty clean person when I eat anyway. I don't like sling food all over the table and stuff. And like when
Hmm.
I get done eating, I usually just kind of like make it all neat and tidy anyway, just because I get bored. But
Yeah.
I hate when people are like trying to tell me what to fucking do.
Yeah. Or like stacking cups. Like this makes it like,
I
okay.
don't give a fuck what makes it easy. Like
Like,
it
why are
takes
you
2 seconds. They're gonna
performing?
do it anyway. So who cares?
They can still grab them and
And
like
what if they like to
to
do
put
things
it in
differently
there.
than you did? Not your way isn't always the right way,
Yeah. So I'm
bitch.
glad that we agree on that because it's so icky.
I agree. This one, I tweeted about it just like a few minutes ago because it was so fucking stupid. But this girl made a video about like because about having BPD because everybody I guess romanticizes shit. And so she was just saying all the terrible shit that she's done because of it. And I guess that included like hurting people in her life. And someone commented and said, I've attacked my boyfriend during rage episodes because he wouldn't leave when I warned him it was coming. I forever regret it. And first of all, the way that's worded is you didn't attack him because he wouldn't leave when you warned him. You attacked him because you were full of rage. Period. You attacked him
Yeah.
because of that. You could have left. You could have left and removed yourself from the situation and taken that upon yourself because you're the one who did the action. You're the one who hurt him.
You're the
And
one
then
that went
someone
as far to
commented,
warn.
someone replied to this person and said, that is not on you. You warned him and he didn't listen. Are you out of your
Girl,
fucking mind? Are you
the
fucking
fuck?
stupid? Like, are you fucking dumb for real? Because that is absolutely her fault.
Absolutely. Nobody
That's
else.
victim blaming, dude. Like you wouldn't fucking if some girl got like assaulted by a man, you wouldn't tell the girl that's your fault because you were wearing a short skirt, blah blah blah. That's
Right.
literally victim blaming. If you like turn it around, you're victim blaming. And it's
Yeah.
I'm like, what? A girl with BPD is not an exception to that. Just because she has a mental illness doesn't mean she's not a fucking asshole sometimes. Mental illness can make you do bad things and you are still responsible and you
Yeah,
are
it's not an
still at
excuse for
fault.
shitty fucking behavior like that.
Yeah, it
Fucking
explains it.
violence. Like
It explains why you would do something, but you still have to own up to it and you
at the
have
end of
to
the day, yeah.
apologize because you're the one who did that.
Yeah.
Not your BPD, you. You
Mm-hmm.
did that.
Mm.
So, yeah, anyway, that shit just pissed me off. I'm like, you're not going to sit here and tell this girl that she's not at fault and that her boyfriend is at fault because he got hit by her.
Yeah.
Fucking psycho.
Another ick I have is like whoever I'm like talking to, like talking about something and then taking a second to stop to explain what they're referencing, like assuming that I don't understand what they're talking about. Like kind of like mansplaining or something. Like if somebody brings up a sport or a sports team or something like that, and they're like, and I'm like, shut the fuck up, I know. Like I know things. Like you don't have to sit here and stop and explain
Oh,
or assume that I don't know something. And it could be
okay.
anything. And like I have had an experience with someone that would do that every single time. And every single time I would start to get a little bit more
Pissed
irritated
off.
because
Yeah.
I'd be like, I know. If I do not know, I
I
will
will
tell you.
ask.
I will say, hey, what the fuck is that? Don't assume that I don't know something. And I think some people honestly think like that they're doing like something kind or like by explaining something. But it's like at the end of the day, you're just making people think that you think that they're stupid.
Yeah. How do you feel about people being like, do you know what that is? Like, start talking about something and being like, oh, do you know what that is?
I don't like it because if
I
I
don't
didn't
either.
know, I would say it.
Yes, exactly. Although sometimes I don't know. Sometimes
Yeah.
I don't know and I don't say anything because I don't care.
Depends on the
And I'm
value of the
just being polite and
conversation.
I'm letting you like continue to
Listen,
tell your
yeah.
story.
Yeah. It depends on the value of the conversation. If I'm not into it, I'm like, okay, awesome. I love blah, blah, blah. But,
Yeah.
but yeah. So, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Happy last call.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Amen. You go first.
Okay, mine's a word of advice, actually. It says, never trigger the flight or fight response of the flightless bird. And it has a little picture of a penguin, an ostrich, and a chicken with weapons.
Okay.
And
I
I
like
think
that.
that's so true. That's some good advice. They can't
I'll be
fly, so they must fight.
okay. Immediately, I went to Twilight in that.
I love Twilight. And you know what? It's an ick if they don't, well, not only if they don't like Twilight, because Hunter doesn't like Twilight, but if they don't even bother with watching it or talking to me about it or entertaining me with little Twilight jokes and conversations.
I think my
That
biggest ick
I
is
just
like
need
someone
effort.
shitting on it, or even if it's like critique like that makes sense, but it's still going against
You
the
know
general
what?
vibe.
When I like something such as Twilight or any other like girly thing like that, and then guys try to say why they don't like it by like criticizing it like actually and like taking it very seriously instead of just enjoying it for a cute movie that it is. Like,
Yeah.
why are you taking this so seriously? It's just a cute thing that was made for little girls.
Yeah.
Like, let the preteens enjoy it, you know?
Right. Yeah. And see, that's kind of a funny thing that I struggle with because I'm very realistic and I judge things very oh, it doesn't make sense because that would never happen. But I'm also like Team Edward. So I get it. And
Absolutely.
I think I'm like the villain and the good guy. But guys,
That that kind of was icky to me.
sorry, I'm really sorry.
That
Okay.
kind of gave me Joker vibes, like Joker boy vibes.
Yeah. I know what you're
What if
talking about.
I'm the bad guy?
That gives me Edward vibes. And
That
that's
is
what we
Edward.
should have thought of. Okay. So I'll be honest with you guys. I couldn't really think of anything or have like a last call because I don't have my sweet, sweet Twitter, but I did find this one really fast and I think it's kind of good. Oh, it says, I hate men who smell like beer and bean dip and making love in the back of recreational vehicles. I thought that was kind of funny.
Okay. I like
And
bean dip.
I was about to say, you don't have to hate them. You can like them.
Yeah.
They sound like
Bean
good
dip's
guys.
bean dip's really good.
I like a good 7-layer dip.
Yeah. You know what my
You
friend
know,
told me about today? My coworker. She said I got too
old.
carried away. She's not old, she's 24. Um, she said that she has these things and it's kind of like a fried tortilla, but they'll put like um chicken and all this stuff all over it. And then sometimes they'll put guacamole and sour cream on it and just eat it. And it's apparently really good. And I
A
can't remember what
tostada?
she called it. Maybe.
Yeah, that's what that is.
It
Yum.
sounds really yummy.
It is. Oh, I'll get you some. Uh,
Yeah.
oh, guys. Also, I finally went back to my parents' house for my Christmas
Oh my
last
God.
week, 2 weeks ago. So I finally had Christmas and I had my pozole.
Good for you. I have my pozole recipe right here. I still haven't made it.
I told my
I've
mom
just
about
been
it.
so busy. I've just been so busy. But I'm going to make it. I'm going to save some. Even if I have to freeze it, I'm going to get you some pozole.
I said I would try and I want to. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening to this episode. Follow us on Instagram at Bucky Booz Podcast. Follow us on Twitter at Bucky Booz Pod.
Check us out on TikTok at Bucky Booze. Leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify now.
Yes.
What? Spotify and, email us. Check us out
Sure.
on
And
email.
buy our merch at buckybooze.square.site. Thank you so much. Oh, and go follow us on YouTube. Subscribe to us on YouTube. All right. Love you guys. We are out. Bye.